A herd of antelope moves in a line, staying within the open ground. They shift direction slightly, keeping equal distance from one another. Behind them, a leopard keeps its distance, moving forward along a diagonal path. A group of lions advances slowly, making no sound. Each step is controlled, maintaining formation. They are narrowing the space between. The buffalo do not change direction. Larger bodies shield the front, forming a tight barrier. Inside, the smaller bodies compress, forming a dense mass. Vultures circle overhead in steady loops. Wings hold level, eyes fixed on the ground below. No individual descends, but the flight pattern tightens. Hyenas break away, each figure following its own path. No signals are given, but at the edge of the clearing, more movement begins. From the distant tree line, sound travels in. Monkeys climb higher. Wading birds lift from the surface of the pond. At the center of the area, a patch of grass has been disturbed. The soil is exposed, not yet settled. Dust still hangs in the air, untouched by wind. All movement has been triggered. There is no pause in the sequence. This is not a coordinated hunt. This is a chain reaction forced by bodies that must choose a direction immediately. Sunlight falls directly overhead. The ground is cracked and uneven. Dust fills the gaps along the dry fissures. Wind sweeps across the open slope, carrying light layers of dust. A herd of elephants emerges from the final patch of shade. The largest bodies lead. Their formation holds following a path marked by old tracks. Trunks lower close to the soil, ears spread wide. Tusks brush as the bodies move close together. Thick dust covers their backs. Dry skin shows deep folds. There are no tall trees. There is no shade. The herd moves across hot, soft ground. Each step leaves a new mark in the dust. Ahead is a slope with scattered rocks. The lead elephant turns left, guiding the herd to lower ground. Trailing bodies follow, adjusting to the incline. An adult shifts right, sweeping its trunk along the surface. The topsoil crumbles but shows no sign of moisture. The entire herd pauses briefly. Trunks sweep, feet slow. No body pushes forward. Farther ahead, a shallow depression holds the shape of dried hoofprints. A large elephant steps down. The ground gives slightly. It pulls back and returns to the line. The formation splits automatically, curving around the soft terrain. Wind stirs with each passing step. A young elephant veers off track. Its foot slips on a slanted rock. A larger body behind shifts closer, keeping a safe distance. The formation stays intact. The wind changes. Dry earth carries upward near the bellies. Dust falls with the movement. The lead elephant turns toward a cluster of low trees. Trunks sweep beneath the roots. Tusks press gently. Soil loosens with the pressure. Several following bodies stop. Trunks press the ground. The layer below holds slight moisture. No water is visible, but the earth softens. The rest of the herd holds distance. No one crowds forward. After each digging attempt, the elephant steps back. Sand clings to tusks. Dust coats their backs. Some elephants rub against the ground, forming a natural barrier. At the edge of the clearing, a herd of antelope appears. They do not cross the elephant path. Each species holds its own space. The elephants continue toward higher ground. Fractured rocks line the slope. The surface holds visible cracks. The led elephant climbs first, ears open. Trunk touches the ground. Below lies a drain basin. The mud is dry and deeply split. The herd descends one by one. Rocks tumble with their steps. Each body stabilizes as it drops down. One large elephant moves toward the edge, where roots still anchor a few trees. The trunk digs into the soil. The dig is short. Moist ground is exposed. Others stop in turn. They dig quickly. They leave once finished. When the ground returns to hard and dry, the herd changes course. They move through scattered trees. Each body stops under small canopies, but none lies down. The lead elephant makes a short, low sound. The herd immediately leaves the shade. They return to the original path. Dust rises beneath their steps. Shadows stretch across their backs. The last elephant turns its head, then re-enters the line. No body falls behind. Ahead lies a red mound. Grass cuts across the pale dust. The entire herd keeps pace, continuing forward. Trunks sweep side to side. A trail forms with each pass. Dry grass bends and breaks. Loose leaves scatter in the wind. The sun tilts toward late day. Elephant shadows stretch long across the ground. A young body missteps. Its foot lands on hot stone. A larger elephant shifts closer, blocking the sun. The rhythm stays steady. The plain ahead holds greener grass. The soil softens. Trunks lower. Each elephant feeds briefly, then moves on. No sound remains but dust falling from tusks. Wind carries debris behind them. The lead elephant halts abruptly. Ears point toward distant trees. A shallow ravine becomes visible. Its base holds dry gravel that reflects the light. Trunks sweep. Tusks press the ground. Dust lifts with each motion. There are no signs of other herds. No new path opens. The only direction left is forward. The sun drops lower. Red light covers the ground. Each elephant steps on, passing through the last dust of the day. Lake Natron begins to crack open midway through the dry season. A thin shimmer of heat rises from the white salt crust, distorting the horizon. There is no shade. There are no trees. There is no standing water. Only dry mounds of earth push up from the salt flat, spaced evenly across the surface. Each mound holds a single egg. Salt clings to the shells, reflecting sunlight from morning to evening. Flamingos stand upright. Their legs press into the hardened salt, unmoving. Wings fold tightly against their bodies. Beaks point toward the nest. Eyes remain fixed on the egg. The entire flock covers the dry basin. There is no visible formation, but no body breaks the spacing. The distance between nests is wide enough to spread wings, but not wide enough to touch. Wind moves in from the north. Thin salt flakes lift with the gusts. Eggshells begin to shift color. A crack appears near the top of one shell. The mother only tilts her head. She does not touch the egg. She does not move from position. The eggshell splits along a jagged line. A chick emerges, still covered in wet membrane. Its neck cannot lift. Its eyes remain closed, but the chest begins to pulse with breath. Another flamingo steps half a pace back, turning slightly left. A sound comes from the next nest. Another crack, another chick beginning to emerge. The two nests are only a short distance apart, but no body crosses the space between them. From the south, a fast shadow moves in. On the salt surface, the predator's form grows larger. A hawk dives directly toward the center. Wind bursts outward from its wings. The entire flock lifts their wings in unison. There is no alarm call. There is no guiding sound. Feet push hard against the salt. Wings strike once. The flock rises from the ground. A white cloud of salt dust follows behind. No body touches another. Flamingos circle high, maintaining space without confusion. The hawk glides through a narrow gap, then climbs away. There is no strike. There is no chase. But the nests below have been affected. One nest has tilted. An egg rolls off the top of the mound. It lands on the salt flat. The shell does not break, but the heat from the salt begins to darken the surface. Thin smoke rises from the ground. The egg begins to burn. After the hawk retreats, the flamingos descend one by one. Each body returns to its original spot. There is no change in position. There are no strays. The nest that lost its egg remains empty. No body returns to it. No individual takes over a vacant nest. At the edge of the flock, one pair of flamingos stays aloft. Wind blows toward them, carrying salt dust. Both continue to circle. Then together they descend. Instead of landing on their own nest, they position themselves between the wind and the cluster of younger nests. Their necks lower, wings drop. The wind strikes their backs, but neither shifts. They form a living barrier. Salt dust splits around their bodies, deflecting away from the chicks behind. Toward the center of the flock, nests continue to crack. Chicks open their eyes for the first time. There is no food, there is no water, there is no sound except wind. The chicks remain still waiting for the adult to return and provide shade. By midday, the lake reflects light into the thin clouds. The white salt turns to deep yellow. From above, another bird glides over, approaching the flock. No calls are made, no heads look up, but the flamingos standing near the outer edge. suddenly extend their wings. They do not lift off, they spread their wings sideways, forming a shield. The predator flies low, sees the upright wings like a wall of poles, then turns away. Several nests near the edge begin to collapse. The salt base is too soft. The mounds cannot hold shape. Eggs roll from the peaks. Some break, some fuse to the hot salt. Flamingos nearby only turn their heads. They do not move. No nests are repaired. No soil is added. Each position is separate. There is no shared care. By late afternoon, the lake bed turns pale red. The wind slows, but the heat still rises from the salt. Some wings begin to droop, necks retract. No body leaves the flock. In the center, one chick tries to shift its body. It rolls off the nest, sliding onto the salt crust. Its beak touches the ground. Legs stretch out. An adult nearby stands still. It does not bend. It does not touch. The wind changes one final time. Fine sand from the north moves across the flock. The pair of flamingos that blocked the wind earlier still hold their position. Sand strikes their legs, clings to their lower bellies, but neither changes stance. As the sun touches the horizon, shadows from the flock stretch into the light. No body falls. No formation breaks. Across the salt flat, the nests stay in place, not collapsed. Not buried. The wind dies. No hawks return. No other animals appear. Only dry mounds remain, each holding a new egg. Another breeding cycle continues. The open plain appears under vertical sunlight. Short grass leans with each burst of hooves passing through. Thompson's gazelles stretch wide in an open arc, moving toward the cracked, dry stream bed. Necks extend forward. Legs retract quickly. Muscles tighten around the narrow frames. Each cluster moves on its own rhythm. They contract, then spread apart. There is no formation, only patterns, shaped by repeated escapes from predators. Wind cuts across. The scent of scorched earth strikes with each step. Some bodies veer to the side, then rejoin the group. Red, shallow ground reveals old cracks, once shaped by water. Farther ahead, a bush stirs lightly. Beneath it, a lioness presses low to the ground. Her ears fold flat. Her eyes remain fixed. Each blade of grass hides only half her body, but that is enough to stay below the low sight line of the gazelles. The distance between closes slowly. The lions do not leap. They circle from 3 directions, step by step, gap by gap. The wind moves in their favor. The ground produces no sound. The gazelles at the front maintain speed, but spacing has shifted. One individual jumps early. Charging from the edge toward the outer group. The entire herd shifts direction immediately. The front group turns sharply, the middle sways off-center. The rear forms a wide arc. A young gazelle slips on dry mud. The mother closes in, pushes with her shoulder, and drives the calf back in rhythm. Before recovery is complete, another lion emerges from the rocky edge aimed directly at the calf that just lost tempo. A male gazelle turns sharply, sprinting wide. The lion does not change course. The target remains the weakest calf. A few steps remain. The calf's neck bends to the side. Its next step shifts off-axis. Claws grip the ground. The nape is seized. The body is pinned down. Dust trails behind like a dragged line. The rest of the herd does not slow. The movement holds rhythm, rising toward a dry knoll. In the distance, a spiral drops lower. Vultures land on the torn ground. Feathers drift lightly. Entrails glisten under blood-stained dust. There is no fighting. Each beak feeds within its own space. The remains of the hunt become part of another transfer in the food chain. The evening approaches. Shadows stretch long across flattened grass. The gazelle cluster moves slower, but still forms no defined line. New wind sweeps along the low slope. Above them, an eagle glides across. Its shadow sweeps across the ground. Thompson's gazelles maintain their rhythm. No heads lift. Jackals begin to appear, scavenging from the edges, never moving in. An older body lags behind. Its rear leg moves unevenly. One calf nests between 2 adults. Its legs curl. Eyes remain open. The mother tilts her head but does not lower it. Farther out, the ground shimmers from heat waves. There is no sign of water. The grass has vanished. Only one path remains northward toward dry rock. The herd clusters. Then, body by body, step by step, climbs the slope. Each step leaves a trail of dust. The caracal holds its position. Its back presses against a large rock. Its eyes narrow toward the crevice ahead. The remaining klipspringer shadows move away from the water. Each body turns toward higher ground. None stray from the direction. Sunlight begins to shift the color of the rocks. Cracks appear along the slope, forming fractured lines. From the left, a faint hiss sounds. A pair of black snakes raises their heads from dried leaves. Their bodies glide close to the surface. Their movements stay straight. Each segment follows the wind's rhythm. They do not track prey. They pass through broken rocks where heat lingers longer than light. The scent of blood travels with the breeze. Warmth remains on the stones. The snakes move slowly. Tongues flick in steady intervals. Each twist of the head bends the grass. But the stone surface leaves no trail. Below, rock mice begin to run along the cracks. Their fur is gray. Their bodies stay low. Their feet strike each loose pebble. They avoid the center of the gap. They move within the shadows cast by the cliff. Another eagle shadow crosses the ridge above. Wings extend wide. Its back tilts. Its eyes lock downward. There is no dive, only a single glide. But the entire ravine falls still. The mice freeze. The snakes coil slightly. The caracal keeps its eyes fixed uphill. The cliff springers reach a new level. The slope grows steeper. The wind grows stronger. There is no more low cover to conceal their bodies. They cling to the cliff edge. Each step finds a narrow ledge. Backs stiffen, necks stretch toward higher points. From the left crack, one young slips slightly. Its front hoof scrapes across the stone. At the upper level, a second eagle nest appears within a cracked ledge. But it is not an eagle. It is a brown hawk. Its flight stays low. Its arc cuts across the updraft. The father eagle strikes from the far cliff. Its wings lock tight. Its talons extend. The two bodies collide midair. Feathers spin in the wind. There is no kill, but there is a retreat. The hawk veers away from the ridge. The eagle spreads wide tail fan, returning to its perch. Below, a python's shadow circles the old crevice. It does not chase, but its trail moves uphill. The cliff springers maintain pace. They do not run, but each jump becomes sharper. Each angle rises faster. Thick sand slips under the claws. Hot dust sweeps across the ground. A low silhouette moves along the edge of thorn bushes. Its body lowers. One shoulder lifts. Its eyes scan across the wind. The brown hyena appears in the dry terrain. Its head pushes through narrow rocks. Its nose traces old tracks. The scent of a warthog lingers. Overlapping footprints mark the ground. A belly rises from the grass nearby. A young warthog separates from the group. It has not turned to retreat. Its shape shifts toward the hollow. The hyena changes direction. Its heels press deep. Its neck extends. As the warthog pulls back a leg, the charge begins. Sand blasts upward. The hyena strikes the side of the prey. Below, a shallow tunnel marks where a honey badger once dug. The walls are soft. The opening is wide enough. The hyena pulls the carcass inside. A long shadow moves in from the western slope. Another figure approaches along the open path. Its neck fur thickens. Its shoulders broaden. Its crest stands. They move closer. Neither blinks. The tunnel hyena steps aside. Its crest bristles, its chin drops, its teeth show slightly. The first clash pushes the rival off balance. Teeth scrape the shoulder. On a nearby cliff, an eagle glides along the new wind path. Its eyes scan the dry crevices below. Only one hyena shape lies beneath the low brush. Its body stays still. Its eyes remain closed. But it does not leave the zone it controls. The brown hyena gives nothing away. It shares no trails. It sends no signals. It does not challenge packs. It does not chase. It does not growl. The shallow lake reflects the midday sun. The surface shines with harsh glare, like a mirror. Below, the sandy mud layer shifts with each wave. The water is too thin to hide anything. A school of small fish rises. Their bodies tilt. Silver scales twitch in slow motion. There is no strong current. The fish swim apart. No formation is held. Above, an African fish eagle holds its wings steady in rising heat. Its neck folds back. Its body stays balanced. Its eyes focus directly on the surface. One fish drifts away from the group. Its back touches the upper layer. Its direction becomes clear under the sunlight. The eagle tilts slightly, then folds its wings. The dive begins from mid-height. Its body curves inward. Its wings retract. Talons spread wide. The plunge cuts down in a sharp diagonal. Water bursts upward in an arc. Claws pierce the surface. The fish's back lifts from the water. There is no thrashing. There is no rolling. The spine breaks instantly under pressure. The eagle rises, carrying the prey. Its motion is clean. The flight path returns toward the rocky shore. A trail of mud stretches along the hollow. On both sides, the soil is soft. The grass cover has vanished. Evening wind cuts across, slicing through hoof prints still pressed into the ground. Buffalo move along the old path. The soil is soaked. The crossing lies straight through the mud. There is no turn. There is no detour. Previous generations left the path not by markers, but through behavior. A large individual leads. Its neck lowers. Its shoulders spread evenly. Its legs drive straight down. Each step sinks deep, then pulls clean. The body stays aligned. Force centers in the shoulders and hips. Behind, the herd follows in line. No positions change. No one advances. Mud spreads with every step. Water rises to the knees. Old grass floats, then sinks. To the left of the main path, the mud turns darker. A younger buffalo breaks off. It shifts toward the edge where the surface looks firmer. Its front hoof sinks quickly. The body tilts. Its tail jerks. Air bubbles rise around the chest. Wet sand presses tight to the body. The herd does not stop. The direction does not change. The young one struggles, but each motion pulls it deeper. Its hind legs disappear. Its back twists. Its body shifts out of line. Near the water, a strip of mud stirs. A crocodile rises in a slow spiral. Its eyes hold a fixed aim. Each push tilts the water but makes no ripple. It does not swim. It creeps beneath. When close enough, it twists. Its jaws open and lock onto the young buffalo's neck. The turn wrenches the shoulder. The body slants. Water bursts in an uneven circle. The crocodile coils again, dragging the prey deeper. Air bubbles rise, then stop. The mud closes. Leaving no sign. The buffalo herd keeps moving. Ahead, the ground begins to firm. One individual steps onto dry soil. Its knees snap upward. Sand flings from its hooves. It turns to look back at the path just crossed. Behind it, other bodies begin to rise. Mud slips from their chests. Their backs shimmer with water. Evening wind sweeps by, carrying the scent of decay back down the hollow. One younger individual reaches the end last. Its shoulders stay low. Its belly holds water. It adjusts its line. Its legs tilt. Its path curves, but it climbs out. The mud pulls against its final steps. But the hooves do not slide. As it reaches the edge, the sun touches the far cliffs. Ahead lies a stretch of still water. Short grass spreads wide. Several buffalo lower their shoulders and step toward the edge. They touch the water. Their eyes look forward. No movements are wasted. Behind them, the hollow falls quiet. The water holds no bubbles. The ripple from the crocodile is gone. No swirl remains. On the ground, new impressions cut across older ones. They form no clear line, no fixed direction, but they all lead to one place where the buffalo reached the bank. A flock of white egrets enters the frame. They wade through the shallow edge. The mud is still soft, but holds no more motion beneath. The egrets forage directly over the ground just cleared. The buffalo begin to spread. Each individual moves to a patch of grass. Their mouths lower, their ears fold. Wind brushes past. No one pauses, no one hesitates. They feed, but their eyes still watch the hollow behind them. No figure turns back. The crossing stays in the herd's memory, not as an image, but as a rhythm. The day ends. Sunlight no longer touches the mud. The wind fades. Moisture rises from the settled ground. No individual stays behind. They continue feeding shoulders moving with each chew. No sounds, no calls, only short steps pressed into soft soil. Shadows stretch toward the place where the sun disappeared. This path will be used again. Water will rise, mud will thicken. The crocodile will remain without needing to move. This is not a place for hesitation, nor for those who leave formation. Only a strong herd and individuals who keep the rhythm can cross. The hollow does not pause for anyone. The ground is flat. Short grass clings close to the soil. Midday sun strikes directly. No shadows form. There are no ridges, no bushes, no cover. From the lowland, a herd of Thompson's gazelles spreads in loose formation. Each figure moves alone. The spacing is wide enough to avoid collision, but close enough to keep the group intact. A cheetah presses low to the ground. Its shoulders lower. Its back flattens. Its chin nearly touches the soil. Each crawl holds a straight axis. The wind blows sideways, carrying the cheetah's scent away from the herd. It targets the gap between two individuals. Not the weakest group, just an off-rhythm pair. The cheetah tenses. Its hind legs drive the body forward. Grass flattens with the burst of wind. The cheetah drives its shoulder into the chest. Its jaws clamp the neck. Its front legs press into the prey's ribs. The gazelle drops. Its neck folds. Dust lifts from under the throat. The legs jerk twice. The back sinks. The group does not scatter. No one returns. They shift together outside the cheetah's range. The grassland is still. The split in the soil remains bright with dust. The carcass was dragged off this morning, but the scene has not returned to normal. There is no more blood, no more footsteps. Only flattened grass, all bent in one direction, and a scent not yet lifted from the air. The vultures have shifted range. The hyenas have left no trace. The gazelle herd has changed direction. None re-enter the site of the earlier clash. All movement has left the frame. But the ground still holds the memory of each force. Each bent blade lies in a set direction. Each claw mark ends with a push. In this ecosystem, no empty space stays vacant for long. The moment flesh leaves the bone, a new trail pushes in from the dust. The wind shifts, bringing fresh scent. Ants emerge. The ground is ready for the next wave. From herd to stray, from chase to escape, from alive to repurposed. This chain of survival does not seek conclusion. It only needs the right place, at the right time, and the cycle begins again. Thank you for watching Wild Expeditions, where the wild is real and always in motion. If you found this journey worth your time, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss when nature comes back into frame.